Hello everyone, Semi-Dad back here again on live on YouTube. I was going to go into the whole spiel then of starting a video intro. We are live and direct to your house from my house in ETS2. Now, I realise this isn't the farm sim stream that we had anticipated. I did the stream last night, and it was wicked cool. Really well received. And yeah, I had a couple messages after that basically said, "Have you considered maybe not doing the farm sim streams and just doing a solo trucking stream instead?" So I put a little poll up earlier on. There was not really a conclusive amount of evidence from that, in the sense of only 4 people so far have voted on the poll on the community page. So the 4 people that have voted, they were overwhelmingly in favour of streaming ETS2 instead of farm sim. So this is a trial stream because it wouldn't be fair to make the decision without having some data on an ETS2 stream on a Wednesday versus a farm sim stream on a Wednesday, to see which one does better viewing, better chatting and all that stuff. So that's what we're doing. This isn't a new profile, this is the Convoy profile for ETS2. And yeah, we are I'll catch up in a sec. So yeah, we're just going to run a stream on this tonight, which is the Convoy profile for ETS2, and then I'll have some actual data to compare against farm sim, and then I can make a proper informed decision with you guys' input through the community page poll as well, and then we can decide whether we can off farm sim now or whether we keep it going and we just keep trucks to the weekend. But we'll see. I hope you are well. Good evening, brother Kalani. Welcome in. I hope you are well. I hope you had an awesome meal out last night at the restaurant, and I hope you had good food, whatever you went with. Scruffy scared the life out of me like that. Was waiting for intro. Wasn't expecting it. Evening, gents. Semi at present cooking, so I'll be listening but not on my keyboard for the next 15 minutes or so. That is absolutely fine. Rusty, I hope you are well. I hope you are well, Scruff and Kalani. We've got a job. We are hauling a grinder, I think, tub grinder or something like that. We've got a 500 or 600 mile job ahead of us. But yeah, if you haven't voted on the poll yet on the community page, I would absolutely encourage you to do so.
Turn left.
I do genuinely value your input about whether we just focus on trucking. But yeah, I absolutely value that input. So if you haven't already, head over to the community tab on my channel, cast your vote in that poll, as it were, and let me know whether you think we should carry on farm simming on a Wednesday, just me, or whether we should go trucking on a Wednesday, just me. Either way, the Wednesday streams most of the time,
At the roundabout.
I can't say permanently all of the time, but most of the time will be me alone with you lovely guys, just in the comments and chats and stuff. But the actual gameplay will be just me. I paid the toll. So yeah, it will be a new profile. So if we do end up on ETS, if that is what everyone wants and the numbers are good from this stream, then we will be setting up a new profile with a whole premise in mind and a whole sort of goal to the series and that kind of thing, and it'll become like a series of live streamed ETS2. Suggestions on a postcard if you've got anything you'd like to see me to attempt. As you will know from the GDC profile, I'm not opposed to a grind and a slog. So if you've got anything in mind, like a real challenge, that's absolutely fine. Just ping them my way, ping us suggestions. Ears are wide open. I have got some ideas of my own as well, but yeah, it'll be a new profile if the numbers are good and the overwhelming majority want to go ETS2 on a Wednesday. But yeah, we'll just play it by ear. I had a good night with my parents. That is awesome. What did you end up getting from the restaurant for your food? So I should have said we are bring up the map. Oh, game's crashed. Awesome. That's a great start. Let me just reload. Apologies for that. Not sure what happened there. Just reload and get back into it. I ate the chicken katsu that I told you about yesterday with the mac salad and white rice. Awesome, man. Nice. Sounds delicious, brother. That happened to me as well. I'm wondering, is it one of the Convoy mods causing it? Well, I don't know. I've got an idea. It might be potentially pro mods, because there used to be a problem with pro mods when you were zooming in and out on the map, that it would cause a crash, and there was a separate mod to fix that. But they did say in the latest version that that had been fixed. So I'm wondering if it's maybe not fixed, or if it's one of the other Convoy mods that's causing it. But never mind. I will. Yeah, we're reloading in here, so as soon as we're back on, we'll get rolling. We're up in Norway, I think, or somewhere around that area, Scandinavia. It's never a good start to the stream when you get a crash. So yeah, we are taking an asphalt miller from Bodo, Norway to Kemi, Finland. So it's paying out 40,000. So let's restore ourselves from the crash, and we will get back driving.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, man. Doesn't help that that is a heavy load, and it stopped us on a hill.
At the roundabout, take the second exit.
Alrighty, we are back now. Sorry for this small little bit of deja vu. It's lucky there's pretty nice scenery up here. Let's try and do a bit of out of cab. Can't tell me that doesn't look pretty incredible. Let's get back in cab before I roll the thing over. Lights on here. Yep. The lights is on. So yeah, the first part of the journey, we are fully rested, so we are going to end up doing some night driving, unfortunately. That's just the way the cookie crumbles. We'll see what time it is when we get to the next, or to the see what time it is when we get to delivery. If there's if we don't need much sleep and it's night time, then we might just sleep anyway before we take the next job. Because this is only a, I think, yeah, like I said, 580-mile job. So we should rack that off reasonably quickly. Still plenty of time for the stream, and then we will, yeah, we'll pick a different. Just discovered Fausk,
At the roundabout.
and a
take the
Scania
third
dealer. Nice. So you want to go to the third exit.
Exit now.
What I find with ETS2 over ATS is the gears aren't as forgiving as on ATS. I find with ATS you can skip more of the gears, whereas on here it's almost as if you need to go through all of the gears to get up to speed. ETS2 was my first PC game I've ever played on my old laptop back in the middle school days. Nice. And I think before that, was it called, I think before it was ETS, I think it was 18 Wheels of Steel or something like that, I think it was called. I have been tempted to get 18 Wheels of Steel, which I think was SCS's first title, but I think the graphics would be so poor that it wouldn't make any good content at all. Yeah, we had an absolute blast on the stream last night. It was awesome. Stream went really well. I had loads of people tuning in. There was loads of people chatting. I think it was probably the best stream that I've done to date. Started the stream at 211 subscribers, finished at 215, and then woke up this morning to 218 subscribers, which, you know, that's absolutely crazy to me. 7 subscribers in a 12-hour window is mental. Watch them curbs. I like to hit the curbs. I just like to test the suspension in that. It's always good to put your truck through its paces, right? Sure they teach you that at truck school, do they? The curbs are your friends, just to check your suspension and stuff is still working. I've managed to get the next 2 episodes of the ATS series recorded this morning, so that will go up tomorrow night and Sunday morning. Yeah, take that tip for free, man. You can have it. If you want to check your suspension, good way of doing that. Just mount the curb. Oh, we might be lucky actually with the daylight, because we're up in Norway and stuff. I think they have a period of time each year where it's daylight for quite a long time. There's only a really small window of thing. But I don't want to say too much because I don't want to ruin the surprise for everyone. But I did put pen to paper on a sponsorship opportunity this morning. So I'll speak about that in the coming weeks. But that's a really exciting development. for now we do have the Moser affiliate program is open to us, so that's what our main sort of thing is. Have you had any more luck on the truck driving front, Scruff? Or are you still waiting for that crowd that you were talking about? Let's give some. I'll have a. I had a good idea regarding you meeting Russell in Portland the next time. I was talking to Lynn last night about it and he loved it. We'll talk to you about it in Discord some night for sure, buddy. I'd love to hear it. This will be the last stream until next Wednesday. There's no Sunday night stream this week because of Mother's Day in the UK. So I might try and sneak in if I can, sneak in a session on, not a stream, just a general playing session. We'll jump on my multiplayer farm sim server with the guys, because and all credit to them, they're picking up the slack at the moment whilst my time is reduced. So I will yeah, if I get a chance, I'll try and catch you that night. Gonna pull in here, hopefully, if I can fit. Let's get some, fill up with some diesel. Nearly 1,200 litres of diesel at 1,880 pounds. So that is not a cheap day. I was talking to my mate today. He was saying the office. I was talking to my mate today. He was saying the office told him, I've been accepted by the company, insurance details were submitted today, so we'll be well start next week. I'm away on Saturday on the beer, so I'm not about then. We'll drop in the group chat later. Awesome. Where are you off to on the beer? Just out and about, or are you travelling somewhere? It looks like we will be getting a little ferry here shortly. If just a really small one by the looks of it. It is interesting. Oh, hello. A bit of an incident there, lads. Hope everything's okay. So, I think this is us here.
Finding a new route.
And I don't want to open the map because that's what crashed us out last time. But we've got this massive ferry to take us what I think is across the little lake here. But yeah, the shortest distance, 30 minutes travel time, 73, and we've got that huge Line ferry to take us across. One of the boys turns 40 on Friday, so we are heading to Belfast on Saturday. About 15 of us. I'm sure it will be a messy one. Well, as long as we have a good time, buddy, that's all that matters. Will you stay the night in Belfast, or will you get back home the same night? Alani, what have you got on the cards today, man? What time is it there now? You must be, what, coming up at lunchtime? The stream looks good on the 50-inch. Awesome, thanks, buddy. Oh. It's a bit close. That's what I do sometimes on when I'm watching YouTube videos. If I've got the house to myself and some free time, I'll chuck it up on the main TV. Yeah, staying the night. Too much hassle traveling home, plus the public. They'll though public transport is awful. 200 quid for one night though. Jesus. Is that split between you, the 200? Like, are you sharing a room with someone, or is that just you? They'll stay the night in Belfast. Apparently, the biggest nick has decent accommodation and breakfast provided. Sounds like a man that is speaking from experience, Rusty. Hi from Poland, Von Ostral. Apologies if I've pronounced that wrong. Welcome in. I hope you are well. I hope you've had a good day, whatever you've been up to, or whatever you've got planned. It's almost 11 a.m. Balingen discovered. It's almost 11 a.m. so I'm going to be making some ramen for lunch. Nice. Good choice. Love a ramen. Between you and the wife, so yeah, it's costing me 200. Well, is she going out with you? Or is she just wangling the free hotel room while you go out? Only time I've been arrested was 92 in Greece, and they only kept me overnight for one night before deporting me. I'm sure there's a lot more to that story, but I can say I've never been arrested. I did get chased by police once. I managed to get away. The story there is I was about 14 at the time, I believe, and there was a I was about 14 at the time, and my friend lived close to a sort of local community hospital that had been closed down because it was old. It was really old and sort of run down, and they were knocking it down to put houses in place because the hospital had been moved to a new site. So it was completely empty, wasn't being used at all. It was all boarded up to be basically waiting for demolition to come in and take it all down. So me and a bunch of other 14-year-old lads, one of them lived relatively close on the housing estate behind it, decided that it would be quite good to gain entry to the building through the one window that wasn't boarded up. It was already smashed, we didn't smash it, and have a look around. Which, you know, we thought was fairly harmless. We didn't do any damage, we didn't take anything, there was nothing really to take anyway. It was all just empty rooms, it was just an empty local community hospital. And we just wanted to have a little look around. Thought it was fine, and then the next thing, been in there about 10-15 minutes. I think unbeknownst to us, we hadn't realised that one of the other neighbours that was overlooking the hospital could see that we'd gone in and called the police. So we heard the sirens, we managed to break through a fire exit, and we ran through a little forest and through back to the housing estate into my mate's house, and we hid in his basement cum gaming room until the coast was clear. But yeah, I realise now that even though it was to be knocked down, it was still technically breaking and entering, although we didn't actually break in. But yeah, it was, like I said, it was nothing there. It was all already emptied out. There was nothing left other than a few desks and things like that, but nothing of any value. It was to be demolished anyway. Doesn't help when you press the wrong pedal and you end up slamming on. Found on an enclosed premises, you'd only got a slap on the wrist for that anyway. The 14-year-olds with no precons. Yeah. But we were all, you know, like we weren't really naughty boys in that sense. We didn't do naughty things or anything. And that was the first and last encounter that we'd had with the police. So we were all, I just remember us all legging it through the out a fire door and through like a little mini woodland, which backed onto the estate that my friend lived in. And we all legged it, all out of puff, all panicking. And he had a downstairs, you know, where else do you find a basement? He had a basement that he had like a pool table and like a TV and a console, which I think was a PS2 at the time, maybe a PS1. And we just all sort of hung out down there for an hour or two until we were clear. We were certain the coast was clear. And yeah, we were all just crapping our pants. What did I have for dinner? I was a little bit naughty. We had a burger and chips from the local takeaway because basically just couldn't be asked to cook. Couldn't be bothered to make anything. Some days you get like that. I had a particularly not stressful day in work. So work wasn't stressful particularly. It was more of a frustration kind of day more than anything. And it was just like, oh, I can't really be bothered. So we just ordered a hamburger and chips from the local takeaway. Not great food, not very healthy at all. But it sure does beat cooking when you're in just one of those like, moods, you know. But I did have some lovely, my wife made me some lovely tuna pasta salad for lunch, so I had that. So I've actually eaten something healthy today, or healthy-ish. Yeah, this is a real heavy load. Don't know what the weight on it was, but it's even though we're rated full max for heavy loads, the truck is struggling on the hills. What were you cooking, Rusty, if you don't mind me asking? What food were you cooking when the stream started? I was the opposite. You had a large chip shop. I had a large chicken curry chip for my lunch. I made tuna pasta for dinner and couldn't eat it as I was still full from lunch, so with dinner. Yeah, the kid. One of the girls had she had her first school trip today. She's only 5, and it was her first proper school trip on a coach to the local country park to see they've got like a little farmland section, so their topic this term is learning about animals and vets and stuff like that. So that was their trip, was to go and see Moen discovered. So that was their trip, to go and see that and learn about the animals there and speak to the keepers and everything. So she's well excited about that. So it was the first time because they do free school dinners in Wales up to the age of 11 for everyone, all kids, regardless of household income and stuff. So it's the first time ever she's had to take a packed lunch for school, and my wife said to her, "What do you want to have in your packed lunch?" And she said tuna pasta salad. And she so my wife made, when we were streaming last night, my wife made some tuna pasta salad for her to take for her lunch on a school trip today, and she made a bit extra for me and some for her to take to work as well. So that was really tasty. And then, like I said, I was just in one of those moods when I finished work. It was just like, I can't be bothered to cook. Whoa! Car on the roof. I did gammon steaks with a homemade sauce plus eggs, chips, cheese and garlic. Also homemade. Nice. That sounds delicious. I haven't had a gammon steak for so long. Bardu Foss discovered. We're checking off a load of the little towns today. What we actually do quite a lot here is we'll buy a like a gammon joint and ham it. So we'll do like ham parsley sauce. So like boil the ham, serve it with parsley sauce and like mashed potato, peas, banging. Yeah, we don't regularly have gammon steak, but I do enjoy a gammon steak. So I might have that at the weekend. We get a chance to go to Aldi to buy. This is a question for you, everyone. Did you all ever have a favourite school field trip? It's a good question. probably one of the favourite school trips. I think there's two really that I remember. One was a residential trip where I went to a place called the Isle of Scilly. We stayed there for a week and to get a ferry, and it was like the first time I'd ever sort of been away from home, and that was in year 6. And then the other one was, there's a place called the Minack Theatre. I did GCSE drama when I was a teenager. My sins, not that I've done anything with it. Could have been the next big and famous household name actor, but chose to not do that instead. But yeah, as part of that, we went to watch a show at the Minack Theatre, which is, it's an outdoor theatre on the edge of some cliffs. So yeah, those are probably the two. The residential camp where we stayed in like big army tents in a field on the Isle of Scilly, and we went around to all these different places. That was where I had my first girlfriend, and we started the real classic holiday romance. We got together at the beginning and broke up by the end, so it was very short-lived. We were only in year 6 after all, so.
Get ready to turn right.
Oh my god. Whoa. It's really awesome when your game just minimizes right for no reason. Only trip I was ever on was to Brussels. Was good, but there's always a but. I nearly got us all kicked off the hotel. Police was called. Well, we were never caught. Well, you were a bit of a naughty lad at school, Scruff? My son's just there. My oldest son went to Brussels. I think it was October last year. We went to all of like Flanders Fields, all of the war museums and stuff. A really good time. I never did any of the. That was the Isle of Scilly was the only, and it wasn't really technically an international trip because it's still part of Britain. But that was the only ever international trip that I did, because by the time I did French, and there was French trips that came up, but my mother could never afford to send me because my time was like peak single parent time when she wasn't working, so money was extremely tight around the years that I was doing school trips and stuff. But then by the time my sisters had gone through, she was working and money was better, so they all went on their trips, and I was the only one that didn't. So yeah, I never did the international trips. That's why I was keen to make sure the kids ended up going on them, my kids. So yeah, he's just been to Brussels, and he did 4 days there, did all the like war museums and stuff, all the graveyards and stuff about World War II and World War One. So he had a really good time, to be fair. It looked like it from the pictures, and what he told me when he got back seemed like it was a really good trip. So yeah, I never liked it. It was grand the first 3 years. Last 2 years I was always in trouble for something. I remember when I was in year, would have been probably year 9 or maybe year 10, I think, and I got put on a report card for 19 weeks, all because I laughed at
Get ready to turn right.
something my friend did. Now, admittedly, I shouldn't have laughed, because he was back chatting the teacher and he said something that was really funny, and I just sort of sniggered laughing. So we both ended up on a report card, but he ended up on a report card, ironically, for much less time than I was. Come on. Come on. There we go. Yeah, so he ended up, somehow how that was fair, I have no idea, but I ended up on a report card for 19 weeks, and I think he had 5 weeks. What a report card is, sure most people know, but yeah, you have to take this card with you around everywhere, get a new one every single week, and you have to take it to every single class and get it signed at the end of the lesson to say that you'd been good and well behaved and polite and helpful and all that shit. Yeah, man, just for laughing. I sat 2 rows behind him, and he was really having a pop at the teacher, and you know, we were all sort of, as you would, we all kind of just sat there in like stunned silence, and then he just said something, and I can't even to this day remember what it was, but it was something so off the cuff that it's just, you know, like it's just that involuntary, just like snigger and a lot of laughter. You just can't help it. It just comes out. It was just that, and then yeah, I got in shit for that, which I don't know how that was fair, but it is what it is. I think generally speaking, I was more troublesome in the first 3 years of school. Not necessarily disruptive, but I just didn't take it seriously. Like to have a little bit of a laugh and a joke with my mates and stuff, and didn't really take the classes seriously or nothing like that. So when it kind of got to GCSEs, I kind of woke up and realised actually probably need to knuckle down a little bit. But yeah, we were always a bit of a handful at lunch and break times. I think we are running the very real possibility of encountering a sleep avoidance fine soon, because I can't see on the map that we've got a oh no, we might have a sleep point up ahead actually. Spoke too soon. One of my close friends threw his phone at a teacher in our class because she told him to turn the volume down. Well, I mean, that's probably not cool. Did also actually get banned from I mean, to this day I maintain that I shouldn't have been banned, but I got banned from doing science experiments for a year because we were doing a test with some citric acid. Doing an experiment with some citric acid, and it was like a proper thing. You had to, you know, to do the whole report and write your method and all that. You know the score. So citric acid, right? It's from a bloody fruit. So we were doing this experiment, and we were all working in table groups. So my table group, we were all doing our own little experiments, but on my table, someone spilt some on the table. So because, you know, I thought I was clever. I'm not going to be an idiot parked there like that, because that's blocking everyone's way. Yeah, anyway, so he spilt some on the table, and we were having this conversation. Oh no, the table's going to burn through, and I'm like that, Mr. You know, common sense. It's not going to burn through, it's just citric acid, it's from a fruit. Watch, and just put my hand in it. Nothing happened, obviously, because it's from a fruit. But, little did I know, the teacher was right over my shoulder as I did it. So, he comes over, he comes barreling over, he's like, oh, what was that? What was that liquid on the table? You know, giving it the proper big one. I told him, I said, citric acid. He's like, get out of my classroom now. So I end up, I'm going to stand out in the corridor. Then he comes frog marching out. And he's like, right, come with me. So he frog marched me, no joke, up to the deputy head teacher's office. Told her, she was fuming about it. And my mother got called, and yeah, I got banned from doing science experiments for a year because of that. And I no remorse, didn't apologise for it. Kept trying to argue my point that it was citric acid. It was only the same as peeling an orange and squeezing it in my hand. And yeah, no one seemed to get my point. My mother was obviously mad because she'd been called into school. But you know, that's what it was like back then. And now it's completely the opposite. The teachers are too scared to say anything to the kids. You know, like the other week, a kid in my oldest son's year group took a knife to school, and he got a bloody two-day suspension for it. I never really understood my school's policies. I got caught bunking off to play golf and suspended for 2 weeks. The following month, they made me a prefect. Kind of strange punishment. Yeah, I got made a prefect. Even like that was literally the same year that I got banned from doing science experiments. And the same year that I was on report for 19 weeks was the same year they made me a prefect. Go figure on that, right? When you're supposed to, when they send the letter home to say, oh, you've been made a prefect, here's your badge. And it's got a little pamphlet with it of standards of behaviour and everything. And I look back and I think, well, the things those particular incidents aren't in keeping with the standards of behaviour of being a prefect, yet they still made me a prefect, so go figure on that. Me and my girlfriend found your stream randomly, and it was a very enjoyable experience. You have a very calming voice. We'll come back to your streams in the future. Good night. Drive safe. Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate that. I hope you both have a lovely night, whatever you get up to. That sounded dodgy, sorry. But yeah, I hope you both have a lovely night. Thank you so much for your kind words. Genuinely means a lot, and I hope to catch you in a future stream. Take care. Citric acid is used for acne and aged skin as it removes dry cells. Exactly. That was my whole point. It's citric acid. It's not going to do anything. You know, if it was a more severe kind of acid, the one that they use to, you know, you always see them using it in bloody TV shows to dissolve the dead body, and my hand was like all manky and everything, then I'd see the point. But literally nothing happened. I put my hand in this stuff and literally nothing happened, other than I had citric acid on my hand and I had to wipe it off to wash it in the sink. Yeah, no, you know, they were like, well, it's acid, you could have burned your hand off. I was like, it's citric acid. How do you know it was citric acid? I was like, because it's in the bottle that said citric acid, and it wasn't doing anything when we were using it. So it's no, I'm not mad about it, as you can tell, I'm sure. Most of mine was for smoking or leaving the school without permission, etc. Once got in trouble for crawling across the floor trying to escape a classroom I wasn't supposed to be in. I think in my whole years of school, I think I bunked off once to go up to a girlfriend's house that she wasn't going in that day. There was nothing wrong with her. It was close to Christmas. Her mum was cool and said she didn't have to go in. My mum was staunch. If you're awake and up and not ill, then you're going to school. And you're only not going to school if you're seriously ill. So I was like, yeah, I'm off to school, mum. Right, yeah, no, I don't need a lift. I'll walk, it's fine, which wasn't unusual because I had a paper round and stuff, so quite often I'd get up early to go and do my paper round and then go straight to school from there, so it wasn't unusual to not get a lift. And then yeah, thought I was cool, walked up, probably walked about 1.5 miles, 2 miles away from the house, phoned my girlfriend. Her mum came and picked me up, girlfriend at the time, so, and then her mum came and picked me up, and I went back to her house and we just hung out all day. And yeah, I was thinking I was got the better hand, and I got home and Mum was like, "Oh, how was school today?" I was like, "Yeah, it's fine, yeah." She was like, "Oh yeah, what did you do?" You know, pretending they're playing along. And then she hits me with, "Oh, well, it's funny because the school rang me today and said you weren't in." I was like, "Oh fuck." So, yeah, the one and only time I'd ever bunked off, and got found out pretty quick. Did used to go down the lane. They called it the lane. It was between a row of houses, just off of school grounds at lunchtime now and again to smoke with the other cool kids. As you know, I was in the cool gang. I was always the quiet and shy kid at school. Well, nothing wrong with that, Kalani. I'm sure you've got a better education than I did, because you probably paid attention in class. We bunked off one morning after first break, got a lift to a girls' school 10 miles away, hung around there for an hour, come back to our school after lunch. Somehow we never got a call. Yeah. It's funny the things you remember when you look back, and how you kind of think, well, actually that was pretty stupid, or you either think that or you think, well, actually the punishment for that was pretty stupid. Muonia Neo discovered. As you can tell by my perfect pronunciation.
Go straight on.
I will. I tell you what, Promos do such a cracking job at this area. The landscape looks awesome. Yeah, they do. I do want to get down and try having a look around some of the Middle Eastern countries and see what they look like, because I've not really done much. Hey Ryan, buddy, how are you, man? Welcome in. Hope you are well. Hope everything's been all right. Hope you've been busy out on the trucks. More importantly, I hope business is good. We are hauling a concrete grinder, I think it said, up through, I think we are in Norway or Finland at the moment. 160 miles out. It's always funny to me because I've been playing so much ATS for the last 6 months or so, with recording the series and doing the convoys and everything like that. Kind of got it down in my head that how long roughly a journey is going to take. So I know, like, you know, if I want to record a journey, pretty much a 400-mile job is going to be about half an hour or so. But it's so much different on ETS because it's so much slower. A lot of the roads are so much slower. Yeah, mate, well, going well, thanks. Been recovering from the illness. Hence no videos for a while. That's alright, man. I've been enjoying watching some of your older content. I actually, not to toot my own trumpet, but I shouted you out in the video that's coming out tomorrow, I think, or the one that's coming out on Sunday. And the link is in the description to that video as well, to your channel, so no stress at all. I hope you are feeling better now, or more yourself at least. It's we've had a lot of illness in our family for over the last few months. Nothing crazy, just like, you know, cold and flu and stuff like that, and we've all just had this lingering cough for I don't even know how long. If any of you braved watching Sunday's episode of the series, you will see how gradually, as the episode goes on and goes on, it started sounding more like more.
Go straight on.
But yeah, I hope you are starting to feel a bit better, man, because it's no fun being ill and you've still got to work and everything like that. So just trying to get some out of cab again through this nice forest. And this is why I don't do a lot of out of cab, because I can't stay in the bloody lane. Yeah, I find out of cab really difficult, to be honest. I did also, actually, fellas, since you're here, I did manage to sort out my sound notifications so that the Discord notifications weren't coming through on stream, so hopefully you aren't getting any Discord notifications. I did test it earlier and it seemed like it was working as I was expecting it to, so that's all good. Thanks, mate, appreciate it. Yeah, same with me. I've only recently started eating again. It's not a nice bug, nah. Well, I'm glad that you've started eating again, because I kind of need to do that to survive. But yeah, it's when it's those kind of buds, like sickness or whatever, it's those are the worst. I haven't heard any so far. That is awesome. That's exactly what I wanted. I don't know why it's taken me so long to realise that you guys would have been able to hear that all this whole time, but I'm still learning on the job, guys. I'm still learning on the job. Hello, discovered. I haven't been keeping track, but I
Go
think
straight
that's
on.
probably our 10th discovery on the stream so far. Got 86 miles to go. There's all good stuff to discover these places, because it will give us an option of fast traveling and being able to see what jobs are available there when we're on convoys on ETS2. What I was saying, guys, if you haven't already had your say, head over to the community tab on my YouTube channel. There is a poll live there now, just questioning what we do on a Wednesday live stream. If you didn't see the post I made the other day, or the notification in the Discord the other day, I've cut my stream days down to 2 days a week, Wednesday and Sunday. Sunday is a convoy day and will remain as such. Wednesday is going to be a solo, me on my own stream, and originally had been planned to be farm sim, but after last night's stream I had some comments saying that they preferred the trucking solo stream over farm sim, and the viewing figures were really good. Now it's a different day to what would be normal, which is wanted to do this test run stream tonight, so I've got some actual data on the same days of the week. Let's get some speed up. So yeah, if you haven't already done so, head over to the community page and cast your vote in the poll that's there as to whether we move to trucking on a Wednesday or we stay with farming on a Wednesday. Yeah, I would have half a sandwich and that was it for the day. There's plenty of cool videos coming up with my new GoPro. Quality will be a step up again. Awesome, and I'll look forward to it. As always, feel free to share away in the Discord. There's quite a lot of us that love to watch a real life trucking video. Scruffy, you absolute ledge. If you're enjoying the stream, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. I don't know what the hell you're doing on the outside. Send me dad on the YouTube journey. Also join the Discord for more chat and convoys. Exactly. The link should be in the description below for the Discord. It's got all the information in there about how to join the VTC if you do want to join. We are aiming to be the most relaxed, easygoing VTC around. Granted, it's not for everyone. I think some people prefer the rigidity of more strict VTCs. But if you want something that's easygoing, where there's no sort of targets or anything like that, come and join SD Logistics, join the Discord. All the information is there of how you can get onto the convoys, how you can join the VTC. We've got farm sim channels in there as well, flight sim channels, just general trucking chat, all that kind of stuff. Also, I am introducing Trucking with James to get Discord. Awesome. Get him in the Discord when he's around. Everyone's welcome. Stream's good. Just subscribe. Come over from Twitch to see who's live. Oh my God, Ryan, Devon Truck Spotters, appreciate you, man. Hope you are well. I used to stream on Twitch a lot. Ironically, not truck sim content. It was more variety stuff over there when I first started. More things like we used to play a lot of Dying Light on there. I did a little bit of farm sim, and there was just other random games that I used to play. It was not very structured or anything like that, so I moved away from it, had a break, and then came over onto YouTube to do pre-recorded videos and streaming. How are you, Ryan? See the other Ryan went to see you the other day in his little blue Peugeot. That's awesome. Devon Truck Spotters, you put content out on your channel? You got a channel on YouTube? You put videos out and stuff, or? And I appreciate the sub as well, by the way. I will explain to anyone who has subbed as well as Devon Truck Spotters. I'm not being rude. My notifications don't. I have real trouble with the notifications for stream alerts to say who has subscribed and when. I can never seem to get it working consistently on YouTube for whatever reason. I don't know if it's a me thing, a YouTube thing, or just a mind of its own thing.
Keep left, and then turn left.
Take a left here. Tornado discovered.
Turn left.
Yeah, mate was passing in the V8 and he was around. Nice to meet him. Nice. Mainly shorts. Last one got 14k views. Will be remaking my channel only for truck spotting. Other than that, mainly stream on Twitch with another username. Awesome. 14k views, man. That's epic. The problem I have with shorts is I always think I should make shorts. And you know, because that's a good way of getting small little watchable content out. It's, you know, 15, 30, 45, 60 seconds, whatever length you decide on. But generally, for the most part, not a lot really of exciting clippable moments happen in the streams or in the videos that I make. So it's a bit tricky. Although I've had a few crashes of late, so I've started making some of those into little shorts for YouTube. What do you stream over on Twitch? Is it trucking or is it something else? Devon Truck Spotters, you should get some good content at this year's Devon Truck Show. See a lot of the YouTube truckers have their own content corner this year. Yeah, I'm going there this year for the weekend. Friday to Sunday. Nice.
Get ready to turn right.
Your truck.
Turn right.
Let's try. Let me just pay attention a sec, and then I'll catch up with the.
Get ready to turn
Catch up
left.
with the chat in a sec.
Turn left. It's all over now.
Yeah, we're on the side here. By the looks of it. You shunt it a little bit. Nope, that'll do. Drop that. Euro Truck Simulator 2, Forza 4, Roblox, etc. So a few games. Nice little variety there. It's like my TikTok. I only use it now and post it if people get videos of me passing, etc. Scruffy keeps telling me to get TikTok, but I've resisted thus far. You can call me Nick, by the way. Nick, nice to meet you. People just call me Sim. Sim is fine. I think I follow you on Insta. Too far for me to travel, but hopefully it's better run than last season one. Heard a lot of people complaining about it. I did briefly contemplate the Devon Truck Show, but I think it's on my I actually think it's on my birthday weekend, if I recall. Is it like the 19th, 18th, 19th of May, 20th of May, something like that? Don't want to do that, it's too long. Right, let's see what we got on around the area. So we're in Kemi, and that is the only jobs. Yeah, you do, Ryan. Scruffy year was, mate, just about got in last year. I'm not going this year, unfortunately. The ETS1, yeah, that's it. Good day trip for you. What do we want to do here? Do we want to nip back? No, I don't think we do. Tickets are sold out for trucks at Devon this year, sadly. The camping tickets only have about 5 to 10 left. Just trying to see where we want to go. I've got this one going up north. If I travel down to the next town, if I bobtail it down to the next town, I could take that one and head up north to Hammerfest. I'd quite like to go up to Svalbard if we get a chance, but yeah, it's not too bad. I 382k in game money. I need to probably buy some trucks and get some drivers and stuff, but I think we would do. We'll do this one. Going up to Hammerfest. We'll bobtail it to the next town. Let's go. It's only 44 miles. Hopefully we can nip it through here. Gonna have cough 32 billion. Cough, don't even ask how. I am only going to Truckfest, SW, and the Wessex, Truckfest Southwest and the Wessex Truck Show this year.
Turn right. Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
Does it cost a lot of money to get into a truck show with a truck? Not that I'm considering it, just curious more than anything. Sure, I could rock up with a virtual truck. You might see Mr. Windridge there. I know he's coming to the Devon one again this year. Let me have a quick look. Saw him last year at Truckfest, Southwest, lovely lad. I think that's all you want really if you've got sort of these, I don't know if you necessarily say famous, but if you've got these really well-known truckers that have got YouTube channels.
At the roundabout, take the second exit.
All you'd want is just for them to be tidy.
Exit now.
30 quid, mate, 2 adult tickets.
At the roundabout,
It's not bad, really.
take the second exit.
Sim, you could take the Peterbilt lends
Exit
you to
now.
build, to buy your gaming experience. Yeah, I wouldn't even like to think how much the import duties would be on that if you, if I did go and buy an old Peterbilt from the States and did it up as a truck sim. I wouldn't even like to think how much that would cost to get it shipped and imported, and all the duties and taxes and everything you'd have to pay on it. So looking at the Devon tickets for the best Volvo or any other brand or mini truck fleet for 2 to 5 trucks, a £5 a ticket. That's not too bad. It's really not that bad. I don't know why, I just thought it'd be more probably.
Keep right, and then exit right.
Yeah, Scruff, I watched that video in the end of in the presence of a real trucker. I might get shot, but I watched the that Trucker Tim video earlier where he was working on that simulator thing that he was building, and the I don't know who the bloke is that he's got working for him, but he to be fair, he'd done a good job on the rig, because he'd actually rigged up they're using a Thrustmaster wheelbase, and they'd actually rigged it up to the actual truck from the Scania cab, and the same with the pedals as well. He'd welded together a contraption so that you could use the original truck pedals with so you could use the original truck pedals with the sim rig pedals. So he's done a proper good job of it. Or well, I say him, the guy that he's got working for him. He's doing a good job of it in Trucker Tim fashion. He's just walking around like a blithering idiot, but
turn left.
It's cheap down here until you start talking about fuel prices. Yeah, I think the local garage to me is because my car's diesel, so I think the local garage to me is about
You have arrived at your destination. Your route guide is now finished.
yeah, I think we are 149. They were about 149 a litre. I'll be taking the V8 4 Series though. Let's pick up the load. So we've got some hot chemicals, whatever that is, up to Hammerfest. Take the job.
Time to hit the road.
But he clipped a bit of another video, and I didn't see that video. but he's planning on rigging up all of the proper Scania buttons as well. So that they all work in game. I think that's the probably most interesting video that I've watched of his, just because I've been trying to build a button box for a while.
Let's do this.
One day, mate, definitely be at Wessex with it this year and doing the children's convoy with it. The Bridgewater one and another one for the convoy. Butte Milky Way. Are they doing that one this year? Are they? It would be cool to experience that. Yeah, it would be good. I hope. I mean, I don't know what his plans are for it, and I'll follow the build along because it's quite interesting to see how it'll all come together. He was talking about wrapping the whole cab and signing it all out and everything, and obviously he's going to take it to truck shows and stuff. I do think he would get a better response. I mean, it's Trucker Tim. He's famous in well, he's YouTube famous, let's say. So he's going to get draw. People are going to come and see it to say they've done it. But
Turn right.
I think I would have liked it better. I mean, and he may still do it because it's not finished. If he put on like the motion simulation into it as well, so that when you're like going around the corner, the cab is sort of moving as if it would be in the kind of stuff. But it's his rig after all.
Go straight on.
I'm gonna get a little sleep in this garage, I think. Of course, the truck parking would be there. Let's do some rest. Doesn't the flight simulators do that like the ones the pilot use? I think the plane moves with the movement of the simulator. Yeah, you can, and you can buy the parts to sort of do it if you're making like your own custom rig. Like there's a guy, I don't know if you've ever watched him because he's more tech than trucking or anything like that, but Linus Tech Tips. He's a Canadian-based chap, and he's got a full rig with motion sensors on, and they play like Assetto Corsa, Formula One, like rally race games and that kind of stuff. Obviously, he didn't pay for that; that was sponsored to him because he's got like 15 million subscribers or something. But it's doable. So I would like to. It would be good if, I mean, I don't know how it would work for his plans because he's obviously using a whole truck chassis, truck bed truck cab rather. Get your words out. So I don't know whether that would be too heavy for the motion sensors that are available, or the motion motors.
Take the second exit.
But it'd be a nice touch if he did it.
Exit now. At the roundabout, take.
But yeah, I'll watch how it comes along, because I'm interested in how they'll sort of wire it all up together, get all the buttons to work together and all that stuff. Because, like I said, I've got a LTT lousy tech tossers. Personal opinion. Yeah, I did used to enjoy watching his stuff, and then they started doing this thing, the £5,000 or $5,000 makeover, tech makeover, and it was right, I'm heading to bed. Nice chatting, Ryan. And so my dad will definitely be around when you're next live. I'll have push notifications on, so I'll see. I appreciate that, man. I hope you have a good week ahead. I was saying I'll be live again next Wednesday. We normally do a Sunday live stream as well, but it's Mother's Day here in the UK, so spend the time with my wife and do some nice things with the kids and stuff. So we'll be back next Wednesday. But it's good to have you around. Take care, buddy.
Go straight on.
You two will probably be live on Twitch tomorrow evening or Friday. Catch you all soon. Yeah, I'll try and tune in, buddy. I'll catch you soon, man. Yeah, the only reason I was watching him earlier was because he was doing a he had a video came out yesterday, I think, and it was about sim rigs and stuff like that, so I was interested to see what the score was. And in the end, there wasn't really a score. It didn't really seem like there was much point to the whole video, other than shock horror. A full simulator rig is better than a 30 quid Ferrari Thrustmaster T80 Ferrari mounted to a desk, which I'm not sure you needed a video to tell you that, but Kalani, you still with us, bro? You all good? We are sort of heading a bit of back the way we came with this trip.
Turn right.
Never had much time for him. Most of his content seemed designed for views rather than helpful content. Some of it was just plain wrong, but it appeals to a lot of people, so more power to him. I'm here, man. Awesome. Yeah, no, that's cool, man. I just checking in, like to try and keep everyone involved. I'm doing something similar, but it's going to my office, and it's the dash of Scania and stuff. Nice. Are you What is the plan with all the buttons and stuff? Is it to rig up to Truck Sim, or is it gonna do something else, or is it just for display? Like most of his videos like that, I should check out Ryan's mate James, Truckerman James. He does good content as well, and he's down to earth. Yeah. I think generally, and obviously I don't make real life truck content because obviously I'm not a real life trucker, but I think from my experience of watching real life truckers, seems to be you get two types of YouTube trucker videos. You either get like yours, Ryan, and like other people like Truckerman James and like Gemma, what's it, Gemma Warren, is it, or Gemma Wardle, or whatever her name is, and like Luke C and HGV and others like that, where it's more about the actual trucking, the everyday trucking, the real life experience of pulling up to a delivery spot and it's a bit tight, and how they maneuver and how they hook up the trailer. And then like the one I like to watch sometimes, where she does a lot of the like cattle runs and like sheep runs and stuff to the animal markets and stuff, and she talks about how she cleans out the trailer and all that kind of stuff. So you either get that like really realistic, down to earth, actual, you know, this is what a day in the life of a trucker is like, or you get like the likes of Trucker Tim, and there's a guy, what's his name, Sandy Flat Broke or something like that. He's not as bad, I find, as Trucker Tim. Trucker Tim is the give me a kiss. He's the most gimmicky of all of the trucker vloggers out there. But then there's more coming through, because I think a lot of YouTube is replication, in the sense of they see one person doing well, so they think, oh well, maybe if I make that type of content then I'll do well. We have an R series dashboard. Yeah man, do a video about that. That would be absolutely fascinating to me. I did look up buying a cluster from because most of my trucking is ATS, and it's sort of planned out a button box with buying like brushed aluminium buttons from China, straight from the factory, like the momentary press buttons with a USB encoder, and doing all of that stuff.
Go straight on.
And I'd wired up like a proper ignition as well, so there's literally a key start, so once you turn the setting on in the menu to turn the electrics on and the engine on separately, you do the whole thing, and everything was going to have a button. I just haven't got it to the point where it's finished, or even close to being finished. So I think when the time comes that I'm in a position to finish doing that, I might make a slightly different type of content and film a little bit of that so people can see me putting that together. More of entertainment rather than instructional. So that's a project that I've got on the back burner right now. But yeah, if you get it going, I'd love to see even just photos, but if you fancied recording some of you putting it together, that would be awesome as well.
Go straight on.
That's that. There's that many guys now doing it. Everyone gives you different videos. A lot of them give good advice. Some are just there to try and claim fame and quick buck. Scruffy, I have lots of projects like Project SM, ERF, and that, plus my other things as well, but I'll put updates in the Discord. We'll all be watching with bated breath, Ryan. But yeah, to get back to what I was saying, I've got this whole idea of this button box which I'm going to build, and then I had the idea of actually, well, if I'm going to make the button box, I can pretty much make it however custom I want it. So I was like, oh, well, what if I got a cluster out of a truck, like out of a Peterbilt or something like that, and wired that in and built a surround and, like, you know, made it look like or close to a proper dashboard as possible. So I started looking up, buying like old Peterbilt clusters from America and getting them shipped over here, and you know, we're all blokes here. I think, you know, sometimes the brain gets carried away. You sort of have one semi-good idea which would enhance your gameplay, and then you think, oh yeah, that'd be cool, fuck that, let's do this. And then before you know, you've got half a truck coming into your living room and your missus is ready to kick you out the door. Yeah, so I started looking them up, and they were for sale. You could buy them. You're talking 400, 500, 600 quid plus shipping from the States, plus whatever import taxes. I was like, I think it's probably a little bit above my payability at the moment, or just it's a little bit unjustifiable. Let's put it that way. And then I get chatting to Lynn, and he says to me, he said to me yesterday, oh, by the way, if why don't you get a Peterbilt and an old Peterbilt and build that into a sim rig? I was like, but where would I put it? Where would I store a bloody big American 18-wheeler situation? It's not going to fit that in my house by any means, and my driveway's not that big. So yeah, it didn't come to much. If you need any Scania clusters, mate, let me know. We have lots. I mean, I'm interested. If you want to try and work something out, drop me a message. I'd say the wife would take some luck at you if the Peterbilt turned up at the front door. Yeah. Can you imagine that? I've imported a rusty old Peterbilt 359, got it painted the same colours as the Series 1, and
go straight on.
Ended up with a low loader's just turned up with this bloody big American truck on the back. Knock knock, it's delivery for Simmy Dad. Oh love, I forgot to tell you about that. This is gonna live on our driveway now. Let's knock the speed down. I mean, I do like the idea of it. I do like when I see, because there's other people that have done similar things, where they've built old truck cabs into sim rigs and stuff in their garage and that. I do really like the idea of it, but I haven't got the space to keep it. Plus my garage is not currently completely watertight, so I wouldn't want to store like electrical equipment in there if it could be helped, just because no, my luck, the rain would get in on it. It's not like it leaks a lot, but there's just one bit that's a little bit of rain will drip, 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 drip in. We have 2 4 series clusters, R series cluster, and 3 ERF clusters. Nice. What's the, are they just for spare parts, or are they for projects that you've got going, or do you just sort of acquire them, shall we say? Or like all blokes, are you a, well, I'm not going to get rid of that because that'll come in handy someday. Trying to imagine reaction if I ordered an old Western Star cab to turn into a rig. I've got as far as I'd probably require about 70 stitches, several pints of blood, and a month in rehab. Hey, that's pretty good going, man. I think if I did it, I think would be in a bad way. I think the customized dash mounted to my desk is more achievable than a full-on rig. Unless, I mean, maybe if it was like a business opportunity, like what Trucker Tim is planning to do with his, is I think go around all the truck shows, taking it with him and charging people to have a go at it. Which, you know, it's a bit rich to charge people to have a go on a game, but if he's had the idea and it works and people pay for it. Just parts, mate, diagnosing issues, etc. If we had an issue with someone not working, we plug it into another and see if it's a wire issue or clusters issue. That's not good. That's a good idea.
Go straight on.
I mean, I could be swayed. I have no idea what the going rate for a cluster is, but I could be swayed if you wanted to try and work something out, if you want to drop me a message. Because with the use of like Arduino boards and stuff like that, you can, I'm pretty sure you can, because there's a guy I watch, he does a lot of tutorials around this kind of stuff, and he wired in a, he wired up, because he does sim racing as well, so he wired up a BMW cluster on his sim rig to do all the dials and stuff. Rusty, you didn't see the news the other day about SWMBO, the wife filed for divorce once she found out the husband was referring to her as that. Seen the article and instantly thought it was you. would be funny getting a taco working for ETS2. It's something I'd love to do, man. Honestly, I've got this whole like vision in my brain. I've been looking at. I've got a factory in China that I've been in contact with, who I've ordered some samples from. I'll put a picture in the Discord later of little. They're not true to life buttons, but I thought they looked really nice. They were like anodized, brushed aluminium, LED backlit, momentary buttons, all engraved with their function on them. So the one sample that I ordered was for the hazards. So I had a whole plan of getting a load of them all engraved with the different functions for like lights and wipers and everything like that. The ultimate dream would be to get a proper truck cluster to add onto it. But adding a taco in as well, that would be really adding the realism. I don't know how you'd get that to work in the game, because there's not, when I think about that, there's not really like a taco function in the game. That would be a nice feature for them to add though. I mean, I guess there is, because they make you rest every so often, but there's not like a taco function where you've got to set the taco before you can drive. Yeah, that was my plan, was to do that, get it all wired up together, and then build like out of like MDF or OSB board or something, like a custom enclosure, like custom dash, and then wrap it in leather or leatherette, something that resembles leather, so it looks like a real dash. But that's my dream. I hope to accomplish it one day.
Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
But I think if I did that, where I had it all rigged up like that, I think what I'd do then is on the streams and stuff, I'd rig up a camera to look at the dash while I was driving, so people could see the shift changes and the tacos go, not the tacos, all the dials and the cluster working and all the buttons working and everything, and just have that in like the bottom left or right hand side. And then I know other people, they do like the foot cam then as well, so you can see the pedal actions. At the moment, for shame, my pedals are not camera worthy, so I wouldn't do that now. I know people who play the game where if they were driving for 4.5 hours in game, they would stop for a 45-minute break in game time. Yeah, at the moment, I think that's the only way to do it, isn't it? I think that's pretty much the only way that you can drive as if a taco were in effect. If I was any good with coding, I'd try and make that a proper mod that it was actually literally would prevent you from starting the truck.
Go straight on.
Okay, we're going around here by the looks of it. What are we stopping for, lads? Are we good to go or what? Yeah, that's what I'm trying to achieve. It's just a dash with buttons, and wheel would need to make a clamp and stuff. Yeah, that sounds good, man. Yeah, I mean, if you like I said, I don't know what the going rate for a dash or like a dash cluster is or anything, but if you are looking to get rid of one and you wanted to try and work something out, just drop me a message in Discord and we can try and figure it out. Because that would certainly come in handy. I reckon it wouldn't be that much harder than if you could do it with a BMW cluster using an Arduino board. I'm pretty sure you'd be able to do it with a Scania cluster with an Arduino board. Just be about figuring out which pins you need to wire in and stuff. I'll link you the guy that I watch sometimes, because he's got a load of tutorials on this kind of thing about wiring in the buttons and stuff to make them work. So guy that created a 1K map, he introduced those police stops. Looks pretty cool, to be fair. SCS should really take that to the base game. Yeah, I think they will. I think over the next year or two, I think we'll see a lot of those kind of features added in, or more realism features. I'll take some photos tomorrow and show you what I have. They're all different. Yeah, that's cool, man. I appreciate that. Kautukino discovered. Again, apologies for the pronunciation. I'm almost certain that it's wrong. Update 1.49 and 1.50 apparently are the biggest changes to ETS2, so we'll be interested if they include anything to improve realism. I'd heard somewhere the other day that they were planning on tweaking, I think it was either with the 1.5 just slow down. What do we got here? Some forest fires by the looks of it, sadly. Yeah, I'd read somewhere the other day that the 1.5, I think it's either the 1.50 update or the planned 1.51 update is going to have adjustments to the economy in game to bring it more in line realistically. And then they are planning on rolling out a new game engine at some point this year as well. So I think we'll see a lot of changes this year. Hopefully for the better. Yeah, like putting rigid tracks like what James and myself drive. That's one. There is a mod for that, Ryan, I think, if it's what I think you're talking about, because I was looking at it the other day. I'll make this delivery, and if you're still around then I'll show it to you quick. actually bugger it, I'll show it to you now. So yeah, you install the mod, and then you go into truck dealers. You are Scania, so let's access the dealer. Buy online. Go on a 4 series. I think you could do it on a 4 series. Can you do it on a... No, you can't. It's only base game. Is it only base game? Yeah, here you go. So yeah, you go into the truck that you want, so you get in this Scania, say that. And then when you're in the chassis type, once you've put the mod on, you get all the longer, the way that it works is you get the longer types. So say we wanted it like that with the tag lift. And then when you're on the outside, which one is it? This one. You can add like the rigid. Or you could have like the tanker, so you could run like a milk truck or something, like logs. And then the only slight issue with it is because it's not a separate thing, it doesn't recognize this as a trailer. So you either have to run it in tandem, so you buy the trailer and run the same type of trailer behind, or there's what they call an invisible trailer. So you attach it like a trailer, but then it disappears, so you could still take a load, but it just looks like, you know, just a rigid truck. So I will link that to you after. It's on the Steam Workshop. It's a free mod. And also there is, I haven't looked at it yet, but I was looking earlier for kind of trailer mods for ETS2, because obviously I was thinking if people sort of decide that, yeah, they do want me to do ETS2 on a Wednesday, then I might want to, you know, run a certain type of trailer or whatever. And there was I know it's not the type of trailer that you run, but there was a high-ab trailer that had the like crane attachment in the middle, and a lot of the cargo for that looked like it was big bags of like cement, fertilizer, bricks, those kind of things. I didn't test it with that actually. I will test it and let you know on the next stream what the outcome of that is, but it would be good if it did. We are probably going to have a late delivery on this job because of the sleep. Because I've got more on delivery time left than sleep, but I've only got 5 hours left to make the delivery. So yeah, I'll link that to you as well, just because it might be interesting for your own kind of play, because I know you do a slightly different type of work, but it's similar enough that it might be appealing to you at least. Again, I think that's the Steam Workshop mod. It'd be nice to run the Convoy some night in just rigids. Yeah, sure would, man. I'm not against it. I'm all for it. Yeah, that mod, it's not a perfect mod for rigids, but it does the job. It does what you'd want it to do, enough to give the effect that you are driving a rigid.
Get ready to turn right.
Speed in. That was a hefty fine as well. God damn it.
Okay, let's find a new route.
Oh, took the wrong turn. Right, turn around in here. Not. So, can I? Yeah. Yeah, learner driver coming through. Took the wrong turn.
Get ready to turn right.
Try that again.
Turn right. Get ready to turn right.
Down there, it's over the bridge you plan. It's over the
Turn
bloody
right.
bridge. Discovered. Absolutely slamming out the discoveries on this stream. Don't you start yawning, mate. Nice twisty turny roads to finish on now. Yeah, I'd love to learn how to make my own truck models of my own fleet, but it's probably really hard. It's probably quite hard to make the actual models. I would agree with that. If you run a particular paint scheme across the models, across your fleet,
Get ready to turn
then
left.
it wouldn't be too hard, I don't think, to make skins if the trucks already existed. But
Turn left.
yeah, to actually make the models, I think would be quite a steep learning curve. Probably take quite some time.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
Still a ways away. Yo, still in UN. Hope you are well, sir. Welcome in. Hope you've had a good day. Yo, Lynn is in the chat. Lynn, you win. I'd make it exactly like what I have. Yeah, that'd be sweet, bro. I had a crappy day, thank you very much. Well, I mean, I don't really know what to say to that, I'm afraid. I'm sorry that you've had a crappy day. When do you ever have a good day? I mean, there has been at least one time in the last year that he's had a good day, I'm sure. Every day I don't have to go to the clown show of a job I have. Yeah, we're just hauling up to the top of Finland, I think. Ryan, you can make a skin to match the paint job on your trucks. It's hard / easy, but good fun doing tons of YouTube videos.
Get ready to turn left.
We are going to have to take a late penalty on this job, I think, because I've only got 10 minutes left on the rest clock. So I think we're going to have to nip in here and rest if I can get in.
Recomputing.
Let's park on this gravel patch over here. So we will rest up. We'll be late, but it is what it is. Lynn left John present on the MP, planted our 2 fields, messed up the cropped soybeans in one field, sorghum in the other, was halfway through before I realised. Let's roll on.
Rerouting. Never mind. I'll find a new route. Turn left. Turn right.
How can you ever manage to do that? Do I need to plow it in and start over? I was trying to plant and talk on YouTube at the same time. It's easily done. Did you plant the whole field of sorghum? No, it'll be fine, I'd say. So yeah, we are going to have a late fee with the delivery. Yeah, we're 60% the way through.
Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
Only 13 miles out, 12 miles out. Not long to go. Let's give it some. Love to give a tunnel horns. Welcome to Hammerfest. That's where we're delivering to. Hammerfest discovered. 3 miles out, 9 minutes to go. We are delivering to the same company that we picked up from, just in a different place. Obviously.
Go straight on.
Hopefully gonna be a nice, easy pull-in job.
Get ready to turn left.
Get ready to turn left.
Turn left.
Annoyingly, there is a sleep spot at the
Go straight on.
at the drop-off place by the looks of it, so we could have chanced our arm and hoped that we didn't get a sleep fine. But as it is, we took the sleep, and we are late. But it is what it is. So this is an interesting delivery. Gotta go for a tunnel. Let's go.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right. Here we are, safe and sound.
Yeah, lovely driving weather. Just trying to think, can we get around the side there? I reckon so. Right there. Sim, I'm off. Catch you later. Peace out. Appreciate you, Scruffy man. Thanks for stopping by. I'll catch you hopefully one day this week in the Discord before your night out. So we are a, like I said, late delivery. So yeah, late penalty, £38,000 on a job that paid what, 29, basically the whole entire, yeah, more or less the entire job XP and money is gone. So yeah, that's not cool. So that was pretty much pointless drive. I will have a quick look to see if there's any shortish jobs around. Yeah, that's not really. All a little bit longer than I've got time to do. So I think what we'll do, guys, is we are going to call it there. We will end on that pretty rubbish note of a full deduction on that job for being a little bit late, which is a wee bit annoying to say the least, but it is what it is. That is the name of the game. I do appreciate you all joining me this evening on this sort of trial stream. You open up a lot of, that is true, Rusty, that is true. I did open up a lot of locations, so yeah, not totally pointless at all, but it's frustrating nonetheless. But I am going to end it there. I do appreciate you all joining me on this trial stream. As I said, don't forget, if you haven't already, head over to the community tab on my channel. Have your say on whether you think Wednesday should be a farming day still, or whether it should be ETS2 day instead, and I'll crunch the numbers and we'll let you know ASAP. Like I said at the start, I have signed a sponsorship deal, and more details of that will be coming soon. I'm well excited to bring that to you as soon as I can. And yeah, we'll catch you all. If you've enjoyed the stream, hit the like button. If you aren't subscribed already, do hit the subscribe button. It does really mean the world to me. And we will catch you back here on Wednesday next week for our next stream. Our next pre-recorded video goes out tomorrow night and Sunday as well. Rusty, take it easy, my man. Thanks for stopping by. Kalani, brother, take it easy. Ryan, man, I will catch you in the Discords. Drop me a message with that info when you take the pictures tomorrow, and we'll try and work something out. Yeah, take care, everyone. Scruffy, thanks for stopping by. Linz, thanks for stopping by, and we'll catch you all soon. Take care.